Welcome back, casuals.
Woo! Let's get motivated.
They carried me out and then just launched me
True.
like a little javelin.
Who do you think you are? I am.
All right, welcome back, casuals. We got
for another
another
episode.
special guest.
Oh.
We have my former housemate. He's done bodybuilding, played rugby. Now he's immersed himself into the world of musical theatre.
Yeah.
The man playing Rocky in the upcoming Rocky Horror Picture Show, premiering at the Townsville Civic Theatre March 19. Jacob Martinez.
Welcome, brother.
That's probably the best intro I think I've done. Like most, you know.
It's quite a resume. Thanks,
Most
guys.
serious.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
No, not an issue.
So
Thanks
tell us about this bloody show coming up.
the show.
Rocky Horror
yeah,
Picture
We got
Show.
tickets.
Rocky Horror Show. You got
We got
tickets?
tickets, bro.
Yeah.
Do you
Anyone
go to the
listening?
theatre much? No.
Yeah, I never used to, man. I wasn't really big into it till we went on a cruise, like we were talking about earlier.
yeah.
Me and my
Nice.
family went on a cruise and fucking they had everything. They had Mrs. like I think it was Grease Lightning or some cash.
Great.
We went and seen it, and I was loving it, bro.
Yeah.
I was kind of like a bit put off at first, you know, sort of growing up country town, like what's this? Went seen it. This is sick. These people have talent.
So good at
Yeah,
it.
Everything,
it's
the singing,
awesome.
dancing, like
They're very
putting yourself out there.
talented.
So we've been to a few, at the Civic. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, we got tickets, I think, the second week. But it
Oh,
starts March
fantastic.
19th.
Yeah, March 19th through to the 28th. And it's it's a it's a great show. It's a cult classic. You know, it's been around for 50 years. So it's pretty much been played every day in the world somewhere for the last 50 years.
yeah.
It's got some classic songs like The Time Warp and Opportunity and Sweet Transvestite. So, you know, I sort of grew up in my family, you know, doing the Nutbush and the Time Warp, right? That's when you're the first dances
The
you'll
old
learn,
Nutbush,
right?
fucking oath.
Nutbush and then that.
And
And then,
Macarena.
it's just all the pies we had. So I sort of grew up on it. I was always a bit too young because it's pretty, you know, it's pretty
Yeah, when
raunchy.
you
It's
want-
really
yeah,
weird.
for sure.
It's got a fair bit going on. So I was never really allowed to watch the whole thing just because of the content. And it's pretty funny now. I get to play the character that's like
That's cool.
the sex doll, pretty much. Yeah, literally. I wasn't allowed to watch it at all, and now I got the full scene with the whole.
What
Yeah.
was it a movie then a show? Or
It was a show then a movie.
was it really?
Yeah, so Tim
Okay.
Curry, the guy who played in the movie, Frankenfurter, he had it on West End in London.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so Richard O'Brien, who's from New Zealand, I'm pretty sure, he wrote it and was living over there, and they did it for like 2 years, and then the movie came out after.
Yeah, right, I
Well, they
didn't
brought
know
in
that.
Brad and Janet had to be American, so that's when they brought in
Oh, okay.
Susan Sarandon and
Yeah.
Boswick as the American guys.
Man.
Yeah, so yeah, it's good. It's got Bill Monroe directing it. He's come in from Thailand, so he's one of the classic
Okay.
NQMT guys. So he's been running that place for years, and so he's literally flown in from Thailand to
Yeah,
direct
right.
the show.
So
So,
we've done a fair few.
yeah,
few
he's
things.
he's done all the classics in Townsville. Name it, he's probably done it. It's my first time working with him, but he's a really full on hands-on director. He
yeah.
sort of runs like. He reckons like 20K of rehearsal because he's just so immersed, like just running around.
just
So,
gets
yeah,
right
he's just
into
really
it.
right into it. He's on the ground. He's on the floor. He's
That's
like,
good,
come
but
back
that'll
up.
help,
Oh, yeah.
help motivate you to put
it's
your
good.
best on, you know?
Yeah, 100%. It's it's quite opening, and you know, different directors do different things, and yeah, it's great.
So how long have you been what got you into it and how long have you been sort of
It's a great question. Well, I've been I never did anything growing up. I was just playing sport, playing footy, but all my brothers and sisters, they all did like speech and drama. I did a little bit of that, but they did dance. They all played in bands, but because I'm the youngest, my mum would always drag me to like these recitals and Stedfords and stuff like that. And you'd always go to local productions and you'd always see the talent, you know, support and everything. But I saw Todd McKenney in The Boy from Oz when I was in like grade 4 and like live at QPAC down in Brizzy. And then they had little Peter, and he was a guy about my age, and I was like still competitive, and I was like, oh man, this little kid can do all this sort of stuff. Wow, it looks so great, you know? Singing, acting, dancing, it's all like really talented, but I never did any of it. But I was always like going to the shows. Like me and Hayden used to go to shows together all the time. Like he's a closet.
Yeah, I know. He's
People are always surprised.
I don't think it's positive.
Nah.
Yeah, it's
I'd
just like,
take 'em,
man,
but-
we went to so many things
Yeah,
together.
people
then
are
obviously
surprised,
yeah,
yeah.
and then kids and stuff came through. I remember we saw Jesus Christ Superstar at the entertainment center. You started talking about where's back then, you know, when you first started courting her. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I haven't seen Jesus Christ Superstar. Spoiler alert, he dies. But yes, I never did it, but I always go to see local productions, and I was always sort of walking out of the theater being like, oh, I'm like uplifted, like, oh, that's like so
It
much
is-
fun.
it
and
is
this
cool,
and that.
eh? You do.
And then when I started courting my current wife at the moment, you know, we were in discussion, you know, having kids and stuff like that. And like, I really wanted kids, but she wasn't too keen, you know, she's very, you know, career driven, stuff like that. And so she sort of made a compromise saying, if you want to have kids, do a musical. Yeah.
Did she do that as a thing? Like, he's never going to
thinking you
do this,
wouldn't?
so I'm never
yeah.
going to have the kids. you know?
Yeah, it's a bit of both, because she knew I was really into it. So just trying to motivate me to go and do something out of my comfort zone and push me to be, sort of better.
And talk about going out of your comfort zone, man.
Yeah, 100%. It's
That's fucking
yeah,
brilliant.
it's a big one, especially if you have no experience in singing. You can't act,
It's a big
can't
leap of
dance,
faith.
can't do anything. And she was like, "There's no way I'll do it." Because you go to an audition, there's like a panel of people with like laptops and cameras and everything,
yeah.
and you stand in the middle of a room. They put the backing track on, sing. And it's just like, like shaking.
I'd park up. I'd choke for sure.
Oh man, it's funny because like people who do musicals all the time, like the audition process is by far the most nerve-wracking
Yeah,
thing. in the
really?
whole- yeah, going on
Easier
stage
to
is
stay
nothing. It's fun because you're excited, you're ready to go.
But
then
you're on your own for your
Well,
audition.
yeah, your
And
audition
people are judging you. People
Yeah.
who are good at that,
Literally.
sort of in that
Mhm.
scene,
They
line of
stand
work,
there.
are judging
Yeah,
every
it's-
little thing. Yeah.
Do you reckon it's
very-
good to start young? Because my two
100%.
kids did their first performance a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's start young, man. Like don't start. I start at 30. Like
That's cool, but no,
I
that's,
started at
that's
30.
still
Like
cool.
I remember I had my 30th birthday party on the Saturday. My first show I did was Mamma Mia. I got into that. I had my singing audition on the Friday night, and I just shitting myself nervous. But she knew I wouldn't do it because I can't sing, I can't act, I can't do any of that sort of stuff. But the character that I went for, his name's Pepper, and he's like the Cabana boy, sort of like goes for the older woman. So I just went to the gym, just pump weights, ate clean, just got ripped as. For my singing audition, I walked in the room, just took my shirt off.
Give the job to me. Come on.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was saying whatever the song was, Lay Your Love on Me, I think, and yeah, didn't do that well, because it's like some high notes and everything. And then I was like, I got my 30th birthday party on Saturday tomorrow night, and I'm just letting you know I've been planning this for ages. It's going to be huge. And then it was like I was in the bathroom, throwing up in the shower, just like written myself off completely. And then on the Sunday we had the dance audition. In the morning, I had to get driven there. Fell out of the car, threw up in the gutter. Had to, because I knew no one, because I wasn't. Everyone's in the that community. It's just
Yeah,
like
they
completely
know
new
each
to me.
other.
Everyone
Clicky
knows.
and
Yeah,
Some drunk cunt rocking up.
yeah, pretty much, man. I was just wearing my brother's footy gear, just like trying to sing up footy shorts and joggers, and I just dance audition. Oh, geez, what do I do? I just stunk of piss and sweat and vomit, and just cruised through and just knew no one. I knew one of my wife's friends' cousins was auditioning, and I heard about him, so I just literally just dragged myself and was like, hey man, just help me. And we did this like a warm up, and there was like a twist thing, and did like a tumble thing, and then just completely lost all vestibular sort of traction, just ran straight into a chair and just like knocked everything over. It was no good. And everyone started slowly going away from me because I just stunk so much. But I got the gig, man, so that was it. And so I got my first show was Mamma Mia in 2020, and then subsequently I've had a child since. So she held up her end of the deal. And
So when you're going to auditions, how do they sort of work? Do you go auditioning for one part, or do you just sort of audition in general and then they pick what suits you? Or
a little bit of both, man. Like obviously you go on there with a goal, like I want to go for this character, and they give you got the information on it, they give you what's expected, and they give you like information on, like they give you a backing track and they give you sheet music so you can go and learn it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you go and
actually
learn
learn
it.
that too,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you can go back, learn it, you work with like your vocal coach or whatever, and then auditions come, you come dressed out. Like, if you're serious about it, you dress up as the character.
You want to, because you want to get
you
it.
want to show
you
these
don't
people.
wear a brother's
Show 'em.
footy
Yeah, you
singlet?
know where you just like wear out. Yeah, so
Show 'em you're keen,
Show
yeah.
them you're keen, and like as soon as you walk in that curtain, the door, whatever, you're in character. You just say, "I'm here, let's go," and then like you talk to them as if you're the character, and then they play the
true.
backing track, and then you sing, and then sing a song, and then that's good, and they might ask you to sing for another character later on, like, oh, here's the music,
So
go
when
back
you,
and learn
even
this.
when you're talking, you're in character.
Yeah, well, you try
just-
to. Yeah, you try to be as
try to
like
show them that you're professional and you can do this.
Yeah, do this, and it's like people who really want it, who've worked hard, like that's the lengths they sort of go to get this
Yeah,
role.
wow.
And like for the women especially, because it's
So competitive.
women, so competitive with the women coming together. Like it's easy if I'm a guy. Like, there's not many guys who do theatre who
And like, I was going to bring up, like, we'll go over some of the roles that you have played and are playing in this next one. There's not really too many athletic, shredded guys doing musical theatre locally, right?
Oh, there was one guy. I don't
Pretty
know,
niche.
never met him, but yeah, it's a pretty niche. void that I fill.
So like any character that has to get their shirt off and have a six pack.
My
Yeah.
time to
Yeah.
shine.
Let's ring Jacob up.
Yeah, literally, I haven't done a show where I haven't had like my shirt on. I'm not even
Token
joking.
shredded guy.
Token, yeah, but you know, it works out. It's sort of good because I have been typecast, I guess, in a way. But it keeps me sort of fit and healthy and everything like that. And I don't mind it, training hard, but.
Yeah, it'd be a good motivator, 100%.
Yeah, it's good motivator because you're potentially going out in front of like nearly 10,000 people. You know, it's sort of like, and you want to. And the thing is, what I lack in like the singing and the dancing and the acting ability, it still brings something to
The table.
to the table. And it's good fun and everything. If I don't excel in I know my strengths and I really play to my strengths. And I've been trying to work on the other stuff as well to try and just make it a full sort of package. But it's lots of fun and it's enjoyable.
So for this latest role now, did you have to, or did they reach out to you again? Or
Oh no, I wanted to be a part of the show for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, because like
they need
it's
a
a classic.
guy.
Oh yeah, I knew Rocky was always a part, but he's a tenor role. That's the hard part. I was a bit hesitant playing it because like I'm a bass barry.
Change the
like,
key
just-
for me.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Can we
Dude,
up it a
I'm just
bit?
saying we drop it a full octave, you know. And then even in the main song, I had to drop that a tone as well because it's just like
Singing low's hard too.
Oh no, yeah, singing low's hard. Yeah, singing high. It's but there's just so many people who can do it really, really well. And I guess I've been working hard with like the people around me to try and act the song as best as I can to sort of do it. But it's challenging to sort of stay high and it stays high the whole way. But hopefully distracting a few people with other things.
Other attributes. How many songs and stuff you got?
Oh, me, I've got one of my own,
One
sort of
main one.
Damocles. It's like in the movie, you just go through. I forgot it even existed, to be honest. And then I went back and looked at it, and then in the movie, the guy's dubbed. Like the guy who played Rocky,
is he?
he's just dubbed.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a really, it doesn't sound too crash hot, to be honest.
Yep.
And then the floor show, when we like come out after we've been like hypnotized with like the spray and stuff, and like we're all like, dressed like, in fishnets and corsets and stuff like that, high heels and everything. And then we subsequently go into an orgy after that.
Good times.
So what's like rehearsals? How long have you been rehearsing for this show? It's on in a few weeks, but like how long do you usually rehearse in?
Leading up to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
How long's
Just-
it- how long's
what's
your
the,
fight
what's the
camp?
what's
the
week
prep's
look
usually like it's a 12 week prep.
Oh, shit.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
They'll do Monday, Wednesdays, and Sundays. But Monday nights 7 to 10 on Wednesdays, and on Sundays
too.
1 to 5s on the Sunday. Like that's the
So
killer for
4 hour
the family.
sessions and shit. Ooh.
Yeah.
That is a killer for your family. That's
yeah,
crucial
so
time.
you
That's,
did.
Sunday's a good family
Sunday's
time
good,
day.
yeah, it's crunch time then. But the Mondays will be like full singing. We just like get our chairs out, we get our song sheets out, and
Yep.
and then our vocal director, like because there's harmonies and stuff you need to know. So sopranos you sing, everyone listens. Altos you go, tenors you go, barries you go, and you just and then bring it all together. And they do that for like, each different parts and
Must feel
for
good,
every song.
like towards the end of the camp or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it, the training, the rehearsals, where it all starts to click and come
Tighten
together.
it
That
up.
must be pretty cool.
Yeah,
feeling.
we had our photo
Tightens
shoot
right
just
up.
on Sunday, just gone, and the costumes all came. We had full
Oh,
makeup, full
that's
outfit,
exciting, bro,
and then
yeah.
you're like, oh shit,
Shit's
now
getting real.
Shit's getting
Do
really
you get the
real.
nerves? Do the nerves kick in?
Yeah,
you're pretty
they
composed
used
with it
to.
now?
They used to, but I know I'm just so ready. Like it's not a big role that I'm playing in terms of like lines and singing and stuff like that. But it's
Overcome it with focus, sort of thing.
yeah, I'm ready. I could go on stage tomorrow, to be honest. That's just my character.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a lot
they
more
got
of like the other main guys, like Frank and Ferder and Brad and Janet and Magenta and Columbia. They've got to do all their thing as well. But it's just like the little nuances and like doing set changes and like making sure it's crisp and clean and everything like that.
Yeah, that would be a big thing.
There's a
Because you
whole
see
knack to it,
people
eh?
go off, they're literally off stage for what, 20 seconds
Bang,
and
back
they
on,
come
whole
back
new
on.
kit.
Like,
Yeah, new
the
kit,
whole
costume change.
behind the scenes type
Yeah.
thing would be crazy.
Yeah, it's when you look in
lot of
terms of like
helpers.
directing. If you see a
Yeah.
director's vision, it's sort of like you want people to change sets without even noticing,
Flowing, yeah.
flowing really nice, and then going straight from your dialogue and not waiting for the song
Yeah.
to start, and then
because
you
then it becomes
start-
a bit robotic.
yeah, and then you just
Yeah.
it's not really that's what it's nice clean transitions is like one of the biggest things the director has to do, and obviously telling us how to like say our lines and what intent to say it with. But anyway, back to the rehearsal schedule. Now it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 till 10, Sundays 1 till 5, and then last week
So
I
you amp it up as you come.
yeah,
into
amp it up
Yep.
for sure. And then we'll start running things with the costumes and mics and props as well, because props are the big
Yeah.
thing. But with this particular show, there's a lot of like audience interaction. You know, there's pretty much a whole script that the audience can have to like yell shit out to the to the actors and
That's
stuff.
cool. I
Yeah,
like that
it's
interactiveness.
a really immersive sort of music.
So what are they like? Do they put prompts up for the audience to run back, or they just hope that they say the right?
The
thing?
true fans know what to say when to
okay.
say it, kind of thing. Like for example,
Because it's been a long time since I've watched the show.
If you watch like there's like on YouTube, there's a show in West End where like the crowd just really knows what they're talking about. Like for example, Frank asked Janet, what do you think of Rocky? And then she goes, I don't like a man with too many muscles. And then the audience yells out, just one big one. That kind of thing. It's like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And
right.
whenever you hear Brad Majors, I'm Brad Majors. The crowd yells out, asshole. And he goes, I'm Janet Weiss. Oh, slut. Yeah, so it's like there's a whole script. And then the second Thursday, that's the actual sing-along
okay.
like one. Yeah, but that's the second week, the Thursday, second week. That's a sing-along show.
That's when we're going.
The second Thursday.
Whatever the date is, yeah. It'll be like the 27th or something like that.
Oh, that's a Friday.
No, 26th.
That's the Thursday.
We're going on the
that's
26th.
Are we?
That's the dress-up one. That's when the crowd will yell out stuff.
Oh,
and
really?
everything.
Because we're going on the
Yeah,
26th.
yeah.
But we couldn't have planned that any better, eh?
You jagged it,
second
brother.
Thursday, yeah. So that's the good one. But yeah.
True. So there'll be diehards, and we might have to learn some of these
Oh,
lines.
fucking same.
Yeah.
Do our homework.
Yeah, like I said, there's a YouTube video of the
Yeah,
whole
go on,
show.
man. We'll look it
it's
up.
Pretty
What
cool.
about tell us about the NQ Opera and Musical Theatre Group. You spoke about
Yeah.
the director there. Is he actually a Thai lad?
No, he's from
Oh, but he lives
yeah,
over
he
there.
just lives over there.
And
Yeah.
what about like some of the other
Thai.
people involved? Like, pretty cool cast and
Oh,
like,
NQMT's a
talented people.
Yeah, very talented. Like people like there's like two major sort of like musical theatre companies in Townsville. Choral Society is
Yeah,
another one.
those-
They just did Mamma Mia recently, which
Yeah.
sold out completely. It's a great show, good talent with that. But people mix and match. Whatever the show is, they just go to that one. But NQMT is like, what do they say? They're alcoholics with a theatre problem. It's sort of like they got more wine glasses than they do coffee cups, kind of thing. True. Yeah, so
They're
they're.
fun people to be around.
Mad.
Oh,
drinking culture.
everyone's fun to be around, but like they're just sort of
I wouldn't expect that, eh?
yeah,
Mad
they're all
drinking
great.
culture.
Yeah, they because you can like you can drink on a Friday night, hard work week. Sorry,
Yeah, you knock off.
knock
have
off,
a few
and
wines
then
while you
people
practice.
have a couple of wines, and people bring out some gin. I know one of the guys that did,
Really?
did Priscilla Queen of the Desert
I
with.
suppose it helped calm the nerves
Oh, it's
and
not
sort
really
of get in
this.
the character a bit.
Oh no, it's just to hook in, really.
Social.
Yeah, social. Yeah, Jay,
Fuck, yeah.
and I did Priscilla at the singing rehearsals. He just black rat. Black rat. He'd have like if it was a Friday, he'd have his phone on his like singing thing. It would be like footy, watching like Broncos
True,
playing on a
that's
Friday
cool.
night
When you
singing.
first got into it, then were you surprised with the type of people? Because obviously you come from
Oh yeah,
a
man.
very
When I-
different background.
Sporting.
Dude,
Were you
100%.
surprised with the
It's-
type of people doing it and like how?
No, I was just really intimidated. That was it. Because like you go to these things and you like talk to people. Go to the guys. Hey man, how are you? Yeah, good. What do you do? I'm a lawyer. Oh, cool, man. Lawyer. Sweet. How long have you doing musical theatre for? Oh, no, since I was 6. I've got the
true.
highest score you can get in tap dancing, all the levels. I got a
God.
99% in my final thing, and I've got perfect pitch.
Yeah, so they're all pretty
You're like,
well.
And how tall are you? 6'2". No, good. He's very talented. You talk to the girls. Oh, what do you do? I'm a teacher. Oh, great. And you do science, math? No, I'm a dance teacher. And so you
Yeah,
dance
so
all
they
day,
all-
every day.
Yeah,
Oh, what do you do? Oh, I run my own singing studio.
They got the skills.
I've got,
yeah.
just you're a professional singer. Yes.
Where you're
You
sort
get
of
paid
just
to
doing it
sing.
on the side.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like, oh,
More of a
God.
hobby, yeah.
Yeah, so either like all the professionals, they've been doing it, since, they were 6. And then the ones that come into it, they've been, they singing coaches and dance coaches. And
yeah.
that's all they do is sing and dance. And it's a big community and they're all friends. And it's all like, just playing footy for brothers, you train, you pay your subs, pay your game fees and stuff. Same thing, you have to pay the levy to the company and everything
Oh,
like
really?
that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like your registration, and then you just go to training every, Tuesday, Thursday, play on Saturdays, but now it's just reharsals, and then you have like a 2-week in theatre.
Off games.
Yeah, 2 weeks a game. Yeah, big
Yeah.
carnival
Yeah,
kind of
true,
thing.
yeah.
It's just a big carnival.
Yeah.
That's the way I sort of see it. But you're playing with some big dogs.
I just think it's awesome. Like we've spoken about that, how you're never too old to start trying something new, learning new skills. Doing that at 30, that would have been pretty confronting. And it's awesome just keep on trying to freshen things up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%.
Getting new
100%.
skills.
Yeah.
Doing something new is fucking
You gotta put yourself
we've
out
spoken
there.
about it,
Yeah.
but fuck, playing like there's fucking heap of tickets sold for this show, eh?
Yeah. It's very popular. It's we had to put on our Sunday show because we sold fair few
many.
tickets. Still like 6 weeks to go. So
Yeah.
I know I might get a bit of traction with this podcast too, and maybe get some.
You
people.
might get an extra one or two people.
One or two, hey, one
Yeah,
or two.
I'll come now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sort of
extra two there, you and your
yeah, you know,
missus.
that's fine. But it's you know, someone like you know, you probably wouldn't be so keen to go see something like that involves singing and dancing and stuff like that. But
Once you're there, you're like,
once
this
you're
is
there
amazing.
and you're
Yeah.
immersed, like that's what live theatre is like. When you go and see
Yep.
live shows and live music and stuff like that, that's when you're like, oh wow, and it was just awesome.
It's just it's so entertaining, and you do come out of it feeling like
Yeah,
it's
that's-
cool.
Yeah,
You come
and
out
you're
thinking
uplifted. Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
when I went on the cruise, we went to one every night.
Yeah,
Bang. Went one on the
100%.
first night and was like,
Well, that's how
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
That Disney cruise. I never seen like performance until I went on that Disney cruise.
To get dragged and you just go there and you're like,
It's
wow,
good.
this is actually like,
Yeah, it's impressive. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
talent. I like watching the transitions though. Like when they change outfit, they'll run in the back.
smooth. I just like
Crazy.
the lights go down and like it's just it's good atmosphere.
You must feel the energy from show to show as well,
Yeah.
or what? Do you ever finish a show and think, oh, it could have been better?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Or you know when the crowd is on, and I guess with this one especially because it's going to be so interactive,
yeah.
the crowd's really going to give you big energy, or
Yeah.
you know,
We
so
sort of
you must feel
we're
that.
expecting it. We're sort of like, when we're saying our lines, we're sort of pausing for anticipation for, you know, applause and laughter and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. But yeah, the energy is really high. Like all the shows I've done, I did Mamma Mia, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and 9 to 5, they sort of got rained out a little bit. And then this one, they're all like, everyone knows the music.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
so
like,
everyone's fans already.
everyone's fans. Like, they're all playing. I've done jukebox musicals, so everyone knows the songs
Yeah.
already. Obviously, this is written for the show, but it's the audience really lives, and you can feel it. But you know, if you do something, you know, if you step left instead of right, you just like you get in your head, and you're like, and you go backstage, and you're just like,
You had to quickly reset,
reset,
compose
keep going, just okay, keep your character and just follow on. But it's
Have you ever butchered any moments?
Yeah. I did. Not really. My singing. I butchered my singing all the time.
Singing.
Oh, that's fine. I'm aware of that. It's just like in the dance moves where like I said, I put like my left foot forward and I should have put my right. But if it's just me and another guy on stage and we're trying to be in sync, and then you can like the audience would have no idea.
Yeah.
But then I just like go backstage. I'm just like
Kicking yourself.
punching and doing like push-ups. Be like just like get a little frustrated, not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
And then if it's at the end of the carnival, you get like you're just like so drained emotionally, and you're just like, oh god, you put so much effort in, and you're just so tired.
Well,
Just it all comes out.
even the 2 weeks of doing it, you'd be wrecked by the end.
Yeah.
Especially you're working as well, right?
Yeah.
You're working, you're a father, you're just busy with life, and then
Yeah.
on top of because they're always late at night too. You get home late as fuck.
Yeah, man. Because you're G'd up, like especially after rehearsals, like finish at 10, but you're just like,
yeah,
You're pumped.
pumped up, and you're like adrenaline's pumping, and you're like, yeah, sweet.
Trying to
Go to sleep.
yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna be up to 6. yeah.
yeah, you did so.
Yeah.
You
Just wake up,
like a
just
4 hours of
nuts,
sleep.
and you're like, late now.
Yeah.
So that first show you did, Mamma Mia. What about let's chat about that a bit. Like going into the first rehearsal and stuff, and like, did you expect to get a part, or you were just like, oh, because your missus told you to do it, I'm just dragging myself along?
No,
And how was that show? I remember watching that, and it's a fucking good show.
Yeah, Toby also saw that too. He loved it.
Yeah.
Man, he loved it too. It was because I've seen a little local theatre before, and I just knew that I could bring something to the stage that they had seen for Northern Townsville audiences. So I was pretty confident if I could get in the right sort of shape, I could perform and do it well. And I think my cast members sort of knew that too. Like I was a new guy, but
Bringing some fresh.
like, bring some fresh. Like they love fresh faces.
Yeah.
They love fresh talent. Like the audience loves it because you go
That's
to
cool.
Yeah, you see the same people.
you see the same
Yeah,
people.
that's true. So it would be good
It's the same thing with some fresh talent. Yeah, so
True.
in Rocky Horror, we got the new guy playing Brad.
Oh,
Patrick Quigley, his name is. So he's from Townsville, did a bunch of speech and drama growing up. Really good, really talented guy. Moved to Brisbane. He's been there for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And then moved back to Townsville, and then his friends are like, "Oh, you should get back into it." So he's like, "All right, I'll get back into it." He got like the lead role. He's and everyone's like, "Who the hell's this guy?" He's an accountant.
And bringing some fresh energy into
Yeah, fresh
the film as
energy,
well,
fresh
true.
face, and he's killing. He's a great voice, great actor.
Shout out to Zeke.
Yeah, shout out to Eddie, man. He's good on him. He's like I said, just throwing himself out there. First show back,
awesome.
he's a year older than me, and just straight back in and just killing it.
Deadly.
Yeah, deadly. Yeah,
He's
yeah. He's good. But the first rehearsal for me was like a script read. That was mine. I had like 10 lines. It wasn't much.
What was it like when you did your first performance? What was that feeling like going out after your first ever show?
First ever show, I was shitting myself side stage, just like, and the guy behind me, Sam the T, he's playing, who's he playing? He's playing Riff Raff in the show. So yeah, him with like the Bar Boys and Mamma Mia. He's a really good talent. And he was just like, oh, but when Sam comes down those stairs, you're going to be shooting yourself. You're going to be shooting yourself.
Just winding
Yeah,
out.
you're winding me up big time. And then and then you have to like, oh, and you see it come down the stairs. And then you walk down stage, the lights fucking hit you. And then you start sweating straight away. Then you can like hear people out there pepping. There he is. Like,
people know you.
Yeah, he would know me.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you can hear people yelling for sure. Yeah.
Fuck, you don't have to.
Oh, yeah. Smirking and everything.
Trying to keep straight playing character.
Does it put you off?
If you know who it is, yeah. That's pretty funny.
Dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth when you're sitting in the crowd.
Mom.
Yeah.
Wait,
That made me nervous just thinking about
Yeah,
that.
but you could-
That'd be full on.
Yeah, and then like obviously like whatever, like if I come out my shirt's off kind of thing and you
Sweating.
it's the gasp. So you can physically you can feel the gasp.
Because your heart would just be dude.
Yeah, see it's nerve wracking. But
And can you actually, are you blinded by the lights?
Yeah.
Can you actually see out?
oh, you can see
You
the
just,
first 10.
do you try and just
First
like,
10 rows.
You see about the first 10 rows because the light reflects off and you can't see the back at all, but there's a light in the center at the very back. And you have to sort of focus on that because you want to try and act to the back.
Yeah.
do you
You want to be big with all your actions.
try
to that
and
light.
channel out as if it's the audience are there, or do you feed off that?
In this show, you will be for sure.
Because it's so interactive.
Where you're gonna
Yeah,
go in the fourth wall and
Yeah.
just doing it like looking at me trying to get some feedback from as well. But the Mamma Mia, there was a particular scene in the second act. Does your mother knows like it's a really high energy sort of like dance. I think it's the best number of the whole song, and like the girls like singing to me. I'm just like dancing around.
Did you like a flip and shit as well?
Yeah, that's and stuff. Yeah, the acrobatics on stage and everything like that. And then after that scene, I like nearly passed out because I was just like the adrenaline was just like because in the second
Adrenaline
act,
dump.
yeah, because you act in the first half of the show. And then you sort of, find your bearings, stuff like that. And then it was come time to shine. It's just like, give it all. It's first night, first inch, just like the crowd, you sold out. And it was just like, they were just loving it. And then you just give it all. I remember there was one dance move we had to go up and then down. And I remember looking down the floor being like, I'm going to pass out right now. Just like, so
Busy
like, yeah, just like,
Really?
just full exertion. Yeah. And I finished the thing and I go to my chest and like nerves and this. And then I got off stage and I just ran back and I was just like so pumped up, happy to jumping around. Yeah.
Shadow boxing?
Shadow boxing, just it. And there's like hard. And then I around just being like, oh God. Oh God.
What happened there?
Technical difficulties.
One sec.
We're back, folks. Sorry, a bit of a technical difficulty. I'll try
technical.
edit that out.
Audio. Yeah.
Where were we? I forget. what I
We're
mean.
talking about shitting bricks and having fucking
Oh,
lights
yeah.
in your eyes coming
Yeah.
out and doing. No, you're talking about the exertion.
Oh yeah, being
after
so.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, being just flat out. But it's it's a great feeling. Like I understand why people do it, and it's
a rush.
It's a rush, and you're on stage, and the audience sort of like feeds it back. It is like it feels nice, and if you could sing and if you can dance really well, like I understand why they do it because it's lots of fun. And if you nail it, it's even better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's good.
You then did Priscilla, which like
Yeah.
you got a fair bit bigger role in that, and
Yeah, I
that's
did, yeah,
that's
yeah.
like an iconic Australian
Such a
story.
good one.
Eh?
Yeah, that
Like
was
that's such a big Australian story.
Yeah, and I clutched that. Hey, that was I got a lead. My second
Yeah.
musical I've ever done my whole entire life.
He was one of the
Yeah,
leads.
I got a lead.
Wow.
Yeah, I was playing Felicia. Is the drag name? Adam is the guy.
See, that's second one ever you got the lead.
Second one I got a lead.
That's impressive, bro. Wow.
A male, obviously, but that helps. And then B, it was
A lot of shirt off stuff.
A lot of shirt off stuff. If you look at the movie, Guy Pearce played the original one, and he was like in his younger days, and he was just shredded as, just jacked as.
What
and
an
then
actor, too.
I knew, he's a great actor, you know, and it was all very flamboyant. Like he's probably the campest of all the characters. And so I really had to mentally prepare for that one. And I spoke to a lot of like people in that community, you know, did drag, a lot of gay guys. And I was like, hey, I'm a straight guy. I want to audition for this role.
Yeah.
And it was overwhelming response, like, yeah, go for it. Let's do it. Yeah.
That's cool.
A lot of people like, no, I should probably go to someone who, you know.
Yeah, so coming from a union player, bit of a footy boy.
Yeah.
What did the mates reckon? They back you, or they're like, this fella?
Not really, because I sort of like, I'd hung up the boots by then. I was sort of like 2017 was my last season. I got in about 2020, and then 2021 was Priscilla like that. But they're all, no one said anything to my face. But the guys who do come and see it, you know, they sort of back you and support you and stuff like that. But it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that and whatever. It's, yeah, that particular role, like, you know, that's a lot of drag. It's, you know, I had to tuck for that show, which is another.
fair.
Yeah, for my first outfit. Yeah.
What do you have to do? Tape it back too?
Yeah,
You wouldn't have to do anything.
Nah,
You're an idiot.
Try fluff it out if anything. True. That would be for a long period of time.
No, just my first costume. I had like 21 costume changes that show. And my first outfit was like a tight red like one piece thing. I'll show you a photo after. It's pretty good. But
You
for that one
screensaver.
there, it's so I didn't really know what I was doing. And again, that's sort of like a tenor role as well. But I just had to act out as best as I could, and I feel like I did at my acting pretty well.
I'm not just saying this because it's like
impressive,
I'm
right?
mates with you, but watching that show, you would never tell that you are new to that because you were like, obviously I'm looking out for you because I'm there to watch you, but like you stood out massively.
wow.
I think,
Thank
well,
you.
you know,
Yeah.
like you really stood out. You would think, fuck, this cunt's deadly, you know.
That's back for it, bro.
Like I said, a lot of prep, man. A lot of mental work. A lot of just like literally just sitting in a chair, just you know, visualization. You know, do that sport
really?
as well. Just like run through it, and then how I'm going to say this and what intent. I still want to be disrespectful and
Visualizing yourself as that character.
as that character, and doing it. You know,
Doing it justice.
yeah, doing it justice. Yeah, for sure. And it's a big role. It's a lot of commitment to it as well, not just get the body, but the acting. Like the acting is like, because you can't just walk around, you know, I had to say the F-bomb in that show as well, and not fuck, the other F-bomb.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so, you know,
True, yeah,
I had to
right.
like say that in character, and, you know, how I
With
sort of do
some-
my accent, like how to like speak, you know, and sort of, you know,
It's a word.
Flamboyant.
in a flamboyant.
It's a word you can't
example.
half-ass it.
Yeah,
until
no,
go
you really
all
have
in.
to sort of like give, because it's spray painted on the bus when we, and then when we do a little show for the small town, and but we, you know, there was guys in the cast who, you know, who are gay, who do drag and do musical theatre and stuff like that, and
You got it over there. Like that's pretty crazy.
Well,
They weren't
that's that
hating on
kind
you,
of-
were they?
oh no, like everyone's serious,
like,
you know,
this makeout fella, he
for the
ain't
audition
full blood.
process, for the audition process, it's, you know, it's competitive. Like everyone sort of doesn't, everyone's really, but then once you sort of get your roles,
And you're in a team.
everyone's
Helps
got the
you,
same
like,
goal,
yeah.
and it's just like we're all working together to put on a great show
Yeah.
for the community and
As
for
a team.
Townsville and stuff like that. Yeah.
They're not like, look at this straight bastard.
Yeah, he'd make out.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah. And because the other guy we did was Steven, who played Tech. He's got a wife and a kid and stuff as well. But he's a professional actor. He was in China performing. He was in Jersey Boys.
Wow.
He played. He was in Wuhan when COVID broke out. Actually, he was playing. Yeah, he was in Jersey
really?
Boys doing that.
Jeez.
Yeah, and so he's a professional. Like he's a trained actor, singer, dancer.
Actual actor,
To like
wow.
that's his actual job is
Yep.
musical theatre.
Here you are
And
doing it part-time.
And his
Like
wife's
after work.
Yeah, his wife's a doctor, and she got like placement in Townsville, and so he's like, oh, well, I'll just check out the
randomly.
local scene, and then his show's coming up, and so he just
cool.
audition. Everyone's just like,
Oh,
who the hell is this guy? And
Yeah,
he's just
right.
blew it. Yeah, so he did an amazing job. He's very good. He's a South African.
That must be cool as to like, that's like going to play footy and actually getting it. You're not just playing with fucking us.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you're playing with
Yeah.
Tommy Dearden and
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Boris.
Like step
paying
up
us and
with-
stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That would be the equivalent, right? Like you're doing something with the best people.
with a lack of 10 years
know?
experience. Like you're starting it late. And
Yeah.
Like you just
start,
start.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like,
like-
that must be cool. And to be able to hold your own and get these roles and stuff is
Very
pretty
kind.
cool, you know? Like,
Yeah, it can be, yeah.
Going back to like the visualization and you're practicing being that character, do you find yourself in your own time, say you're at work,
No.
still you just turn it on, turn it off?
Yeah, especially at home.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always like just
Switch off.
So on the field, go on the field, switch on. When you walk through the hall, go to the hall. On, it's sort of like there's curtains that as soon as you go through there.
Yeah, because we talk about
And
it.
then you just like step on, you lock in, and then that's it. As soon as you leave, you sort of leave it behind.
That's
kind
cool.
of thing.
See, we talk about that bit about footy, like talking about footy players, how they're absolute gentlemen, go on the field, they're full mongrels.
Yeah.
Or fighters, the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Obviously, you got probably the most like common example I can think of is like the Heath Ledger, the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Obviously, getting into character must have maybe taken some home. Like,
Yeah,
So-
I sort of tried to really, keep it away. Like
you didn't want to
keep it
start
fair.
doing drag in your
Nah,
personal
not my.
talking to this is like
Well, you're not singing the songs while you're like doing auditions and stuff like that?
be practice.
No,
surely
I'd
that,
go-
shower,
I'd
surely
go-
that shower
I'd-
gets pumping.
No, I'd go like I had a vocal coach and stuff like that,
okay.
so I'd do book lessons with her and everything, and or him had a couple, and then just people just want to help you as well if they see that you dedicate and stuff. People just want to help
That's
you.
cool, man.
So-
Are these vocal coaches open to the public, or are they just for?
yeah, of course, yeah. There's singing schools all over town.
Yeah, because my kids are in a singing school, but
Yeah.
I kind of want to get them to a vocal coach.
Yeah, vocal coach. There's work of techniques, man. It's technique of singing.
Yeah.
It's I've done a fair bit. Like I probably have improved, but still.
Do you notice
I feel like I'm grade
improvements or
5.
no?
Yeah, like I can sort of like get intervals and stuff like that a little bit better. But it's all about your inner ear, just hearing it. And I can sing well in a group kind of thing, because if I hear another guy singing
match
well,
it.
like
You
just
can
match
match
pitch.
tone of it.
Yeah, match pitch with him and then just follow it and then get the harmony. But it's just finding that first note. That's the hard part. Is just finding it. And they have chords and stuff like that. And you got to be able to pick out the chord
Match it.
and then be like, oh, that's my starting note, and then start from there. And then once you start from there, it's fine. But it's just picking that first note.
Geez, would be a lot to learn, eh?
Because if you
Yeah.
start off too low, then you have to start
Yeah, and
singing
you're
it too low
flat.
for
You're
the whole
flat,
time,
and you have to
or-
like try and fucking pick yourself up, and you have to really listen. And then sometimes people like put their ear like that, so you can like really hear.
Do you
yourself.
have mic like earpieces and?
Oh, not
and stuff?
earpieces. No, just that's why you can sort of just
Yep.
do it.
Block
Like
it out
people
so
like
you-
that, you like hum,
Yep.
you hear it kind of
Yep,
thing,
yep,
and
yep.
then and try and go for it. But yeah, it's just trying to find that note, or if there's someone around you, like the ensemble singing, there's different harmonies as well. Because like someone's singing the melody,
Yep.
and then you
get
do
high.
have to sing like
yeah.
the low note that's sort of like stagnant kind of thing. That's the hard part. Because once it all clashes, that's when it sounds good.
Yep,
There's
yep.
harmonies, but yeah.
Is Lukey Gallagher in the band this time? Hey?
Big Dog is.
Is he?
Yeah, man.
Ah,
true.
yeah.
Big Gallagher's
Best
there.
drummer in Townsville.
Drummer,
he's-
yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, he drummed for Priscilla too.
He's fucking good, eh?
Yeah, he's good. He's just so nonchalant about it. I had no idea he
Yeah.
drummed. And then we had a
He
party
is
one-
nonchalant about
and
it.
then just at a party
pretty
once,
chill,
he's
that
just
dude.
like, I'm gonna go, hey man, hey Paul, can I jump on? He's like, yeah, and just played the song. It's like, what the hell? Just played another band. He's very talented, but again, like he teaches music as well.
Yeah.
So he's good. He was actually on stage for Mamma Mia.
He was, that's
really?
He was on
right. I
stage.
forgot about
I think
that.
I remember you telling me
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
And he
Yeah.
reckons, oh
a
no,
chill
I'm
dude,
going
eh?
back to the backstage.
Yeah, yeah.
He played one part, then he's like, I think it's better going backstage.
Being in the band. Yeah, it's good.
No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. What about I was gonna say then before when you just you gotta turn it off like a light bulb.
Yeah,
you know,
Book of Mormon. Yeah. It's
Yeah, how
my
many times you
favourite.
seen Book of
Fuck,
Mormon?
I've seen that.
That would have been a big part of wanting
Oh
to get
yeah,
into
big
musicals
time.
and stuff. or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, for sure. That's my favorite musical by far. I know that off by heart. The whole show, every song.
So if
You-
that ever comes to Townsville,
I'm
you
too old
need
for
to-
it now. That's,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not meant to be 19-year-old missionaries, right? So, and again, Elder Price he's a high tenor. Like that's like he's very Andrew Reynolds. Helped write that as well, and he put it high too. So it's just like it's a very tenor role. So it's good fun. Have you heard of it? Seen of it?
No, I've never seen it. I've
So-
heard of it. I've heard of it, but I've
geez.
never seen it.
I've seen it. I saw it in Melbourne. I've seen it in Sydney twice, and
Wow.
I've seen it in New York twice.
That's epic. Awesome.
Yeah.
We
And
watched
that's, and that's the GOAT musical? Give us a
for
top
me.
for you. Top,
For me,
top
yeah,
5
yeah,
musicals,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
What's your top 5?
Oh,
We
jeez.
always do top 5s.
Yeah,
on this
we
podcast.
just-
top fives.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
jeez, we should.
We seen that in
prepared you.
London. We seen that at West End 2017. Took the boys
Oh,
like
true.
Engelbert and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Lynchy and
Yeah.
a few lads like they hadn't ever seen it
Yeah.
or
It's-
never heard of it. I said we got to fucking go to a musical.
Yeah.
And they loved it.
Yeah, it's just
For
not what you
people-
think.
yeah.
It's the South Park creators wrote it.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't seen it. Though.
Yeah, and then they go to Africa, and it's just like, holy shit. Like, how can they get away with that sort of stuff? You know, like, they drop the C bomb.
Yeah, true.
While talking about God, it's just like,
That's fucked.
That's Trey Parker.
It's just like, wow.
Their unity.
And then, but it's catchy though. It's sort of like, it's kind of like a Hakuna Matata type vibe kind of thing. And you're like, oh, wow. But the content's pretty full on. Geez, top 5.
Yeah.
Well, I like Priscilla just because, again, the music in that's like real disco bopping, like everyone knows it, and the costumes are insane. I really like that one. I do like Boy from Oz. That was one of my first ones I ever saw, so I really like that. I saw Hugh Jackman.
He's
do
phenomenal.
that in Brisbane.
He's so good.
Really?
But yeah, he was good, and he did the Australian version, not the New York version, which made it even better. But they played at the Entertainment Centre in Brisbane, so it wasn't like a theatre.
Yeah, right.
It was like a stadium
Proper
show kind of
stadium.
thing.
That's
Yeah, it was
sick.
sort of like
Full house?
Yeah, full house. It was just amazing, just like because they had big screens and it was just the amount of money they would have put in. It would have been nuts. So that touches base with me. But you got the classics like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, that's
I enjoyed that. And then it's just stuff like Hairspray,
Hairspray, Rent's a good one.
Rent's all right. That's all right.
They got a couple. There's
Couple of good songs in there.
Lion King's hard to go past.
Yeah, Lion King. Of course, I saw
That's a
Lion King in
classic.
Sydney at the Capitol. My cousins took me to that. That was great.
We're
Yeah,
going to
Lion
go
King's
down
great.
this year.
a
They're back
classic.
in Sydney
Are
this
they?
year.
Yeah.
I think it starts in April.
just the
so
harmonies and
we might
everything.
go
That's
down.
just amazing, man.
Yeah, it's the puppetry and
Yeah.
the Lion King's insane.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Did you watch that 30th anniversary or whatever on Disney?
No.
About it? It was fucking cool. So they had they had people from the original Broadway show, people from like current things, people from the original movie, people from the new movie, and they like all sung songs throughout. And Jennifer Hudson sung a song.
Yeah, great.
I think she did Circle of Life. It was amazing. And it was cool as because like the old Timon and Pumbaa did a song.
Oh, yeah.
The new Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, man.
Oh, I think I did see that.
Yeah,
Really?
it was
I
pretty
think I
cool.
did see that scene.
Heather Headley, the original Nala from Broadway,
Yeah.
she sings Shadowland.
Wow.
And it's the most amazing performance you'll ever see.
It's insane.
True
So
shit.
good. Yeah. Oh, obviously, then there's like Wicked and stuff that's
Yeah.
like coming out and all
Yeah.
those sort of ones. Like that's huge at the moment.
Do you
Yeah,
like
all
that,
the-
Do you like that show? Wicked?
Wicked, I've never actually seen it. to
I've
be
seen the
honest.
stage show.
I've never seen the stage
I've seen
show.
the movie. I've seen the movie.
I haven't seen the second movie, but I didn't know any of the songs in the second. I thought I saw the movie. I was like, oh, that's all the songs.
Yeah.
And that's just the first act.
Yeah.
So like Defying
I
Gravity.
haven't
and
watched the
Popular,
second
Popular.
one.
I haven't
I've
watched the second one yet.
Yeah, I've seen it on stage and the movies. It's a good show.
Yeah, I was gonna had something. Oh, Hamilton. That's what I was gonna talk about. with
yeah,
Lin-Manuel
yeah.
Miranda. Have you heard of that? It's
Yeah.
sort of like it's about. I know my brother hates it because it's like, oh, cool. It's about him. American back in the old days. He's like, cool. Don't care. Yeah. It's a musical.
Not
Not interested. But it's all in rap. And that's it. Strike 3. I'm not watching this thing. But then other people are just like, oh, it's because
Is it actual?
It's rap.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
I haven't
rap.
actually seen
Oh,
it. but
sauce
there
it.
was-
That's mad.
It only come out a couple of years ago.
Yeah. It's probably been
rap.
around. Yeah, it's all in rap for about 10 years.
That's
I'd say.
cool, man. That's different.
Yeah,
That's
the
something
guy who
unique,
wrote,
man.
if you into like Moana, have you seen Moana?
Love Moana, bro.
You know
It's amazing.
the Demigod song, You're Welcome?
Yeah.
So
You're
the
welcome.
guy who
I
wrote
watched,
that.
I watched it literally a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, the guy who wrote that wrote Hamilton.
Epic.
Yeah.
I
So
fucking
it's-
Moana's
that's-
one of my favorites, man.
That style
Wicked
of rap
music.
that The Rock does in
Yeah.
that's the style of rap that's in sort of like Hamilton. You can pick out that's
words.
Lin
You can
Manuel
tell.
Miranda.
Yeah,
He's written
yeah,
that. You can definitely
yeah.
tell.
Fuck,
Well, that's like
Cool.
the Lobster song. You can tell fucking
The Lobster
Jermaine
song's
made
yeah,
that.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
As soon
yeah,
as he starts
yeah,
singing,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
The Flood of
this is
the
a Flood of the
Conchords.
Conchords
Yeah,
song.
fuck yeah, yeah.
They do. Did they do a thing in Rio or something as well? But it's like as soon as they start singing, it's like this
know,
is
the-
Flight
yeah,
of the Conchords.
yeah,
Like,
that-
just the
you
style.
know their
Yeah,
tone,
the
too,
style.
don't
So
they?
that Lin Manuel Miranda guy, he's got very
Specific, yeah,
style.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hamilton, cool.
Yeah,
That's
so the
awesome.
guy who wrote that, and the guy who wrote Book of Mormon, Bobby Lopez as well.
Yep.
It's like the clash between because that Bobby Lopez guy, he wrote Frozen, the Let It Go. So he wrote that. So it's sort of like Lin-Manuel Miranda does Moana, he does Frozen. He does Book of Mormon, he does Hamilton. It's sort of just like,
they're
a
like
back and
rivalry.
forth.
They're competing.
Yeah, it's sort of like a rivalry kind of thing. You
That's
pick it
cool.
up. Yeah, so it's
Well, at least they're not losing to each other. Like they're both fucking good.
yeah, but you wouldn't even
Oh,
know.
just
Like no one even
elevates
knows.
the competition.
Yeah. But more people know Lin-Manuel because he actually performs it.
Oh, okay.
So he actually played Hamilton. Like he wrote it and he played it himself.
cool.
Like he played the lead. Where Bobby Lopez, he wouldn't. Like he wrote Avenue Q. I don't know if you know that one. That's like Sesame Street puppets. But they talk about racism and all that. So they sing about songs and stuff like that. And it's a comedy. It's so he wrote that Avenue Q because he saw Team America.
Okay.
Remember that puppet movie?
right.
So he saw that.
Fucking gold,
So he
man.
saw that movie. He was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" Because the South Park guys wrote it. So he wrote Avenue Q as like a puppet thing, and then the South Park guys went and saw Avenue Q, and it said in the playbill like Bobby Lopez like to thank Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my god, that's us!" And they went out for dinner with him that night, kind of thing. And then Bobby Lopez is like, "Oh man, I really want to do something about Mormons." And the South Park guys are just like, "Oh my god, so do we!" And they got together and they wrote Book of Mormon. Yeah,
You
so
got
it
to be
comes up.
like to
That is
write.
so sick.
I reckon it'd be harder writing a musical than just a normal movie.
Yeah.
Hey? Like it'd be fucking hard to write a
you gotta write
stage
the-
production.
yeah.
But they're
They write the
writing hits
score
too.
as well.
The songs, like, and some
Yeah.
of them are bangers. Like "This Is Me," Greatest Showman.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking banger.
That goes.
I love that song.
You should tell the local group to do fucking Greatest Showman.
I don't know if it's all about rights, man. It's all about getting stuff.
really?
Yeah, like the Rocky Horror. Like we're like the first like amateur group in Australia, I think.
Oh, really?
They just released the rights.
Okay.
So
True, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
amateurs can perform it. So like Book of Mormon, they don't have the rights to that, so
Yeah.
no one's performing that. That's still professionally, that's still a thing. You can't use that. But yeah, just like recently it came out.
I wouldn't
and then
have
you
thought-
I didn't know
pay
anything
for
I
it.
thought you
about
could
that.
just,
Same, I
just
thought
do
if-
anything.
if it was
No,
a
you
Greatest
gotta-
Showman thing, you
No,
can
because
just
someone's
do it.
written it and then they have the rights to it. So
And
if
then
you
obviously
want
What
to
do
use
they
any
call it?
money.
Property, fucking intellectual property. No. What,
So obviously they just
Property,
release rights and then
yeah.
people can come along.
You can go and pay for it, and so that's what that's why we need to sell tickets to these shows because
cover.
we need to
show.
cover the cost. Sometimes like 30 grand to buy a show.
True.
Yeah, and then like the Civic Theatre's like it's like 20 grand a night to rent,
Just
and if
to-
you do 10, if you're there for 2 weeks, close to like $200,000 you have to pay the Civic Theatre.
Man, there's a lot of numbers in it that I
Yeah.
would not have realised
You know?
at all. True.
20 G's a night.
There you go.
Or something like that. I don't know if that's like, don't quote me on that one.
Nah, This
But
Is Me
that's-
is one of my favourite. But then there's some bangers in Moana too, man.
Yeah, Moana's got some
I
stuff,
love the
especially,
music
yeah.
side of it.
Yeah, it's,
it'd be cool to see Greatest Showman on stage.
I was like, and that
Yeah,
one, This
yeah.
Is Me in particular, you need some good drumming in that one. The beat is so sick, and the
Yeah.
backing vocals, like you want a sick choir.
Does
I'd rate it.
does your part like there's obviously a major role and then there's background people. Does your pay? Is it all? Do you get paid for it?
No,
All
it's
the-
all, like I said, it's like
all
playing
voluntary.
It's like playing, A grade brothers
Yeah,
weekend,
yeah,
right?
same.
So you pay them.
You got to
Oh,
register.
yeah.
You pay to
you
register.
pay them,
Yeah.
and they'll give you a team shirt kind of thing, or a car shirt, sorry. And then on Saturdays we do two shows a day on a Saturday, a matinee, and we have like lunch, and so they'll bring in some like sandwiches or pizzas or something like that, and they pay for that.
Yeah.
But then all of it just serves to like make because everyone volunteers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It's
you
all
got to
cover
like
itself.
you got to make sense. You got to paint sets. You
Yeah.
got to the costumes.
Like
you
I
got to buy
say, with
costumes.
figures like that venue and getting
hard to
rights
make
to
anyone.
shows,
Yeah.
you'd bloody if you're paying people to be in the show as
Yeah.
well.
And it's just a hobby you all love anyway.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I think
everyone's-
it's awesome that
Yeah,
there's
it's
so
awesome.
many talented people around just willing to do shows.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. The talent in Townsville is just insane.
Yeah.
Really. It's
you think-
everyone's really good?
Do you think are there any little prospects you can see moving on, or you know what I mean? Like
For
any,
me, like-
from locally here, are there any hidden talents? That you
Oh,
can see?
they're already there.
It's like, yeah, okay.
They're already there. There's the lady who played Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray. I don't know if you saw that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I've
So
seen
she's
that.
a professional.
Nice.
She's already doing professional shows in and around Australia and
sick.
stuff like that.
Awesome.
One of the girls was in Mamma Mia professionally. One of Sophie's friends on the site, Ali, I think the character's name is. So she's done that. But otherwise, they're just like up and coming people as well. And then the older people are just like they've done it. They've got a family, as I said, on Townsville, and the kids are a little bit older now, so they go back to it.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
really just rip it a new one. It's like they're really good. But
Well,
it's-
that's why sort of like we love talking to so many different people because, like you say, there's so many talented people in Townsville and North Queensland that do wide variety of things.
People don't realise.
You
it.
hear
one
about
knows.
footy and that's
Usually you hear
about it.
about
You know,
footy
there's-
mainly, yeah.
but man, across performing arts, music, like art,
Everything.
there's so many
Art,
interesting
adventure.
people.
Yeah.
It's
Hiking.
cool to be able to chat to something completely different, you know, and
Yep.
and show the talent
Yeah, it's
in something different.
but yeah, we got to support it as well. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go and actually buy tickets and watch them. Otherwise, you won't know
Yeah.
who's out there, kind of thing.
Yep,
But
yep.
obviously, there's some better than others, like with everything. But the talent and just the people that just like dedicate, just love it. It's pretty. It's like, why are you still here? Like, you know.
I'm spewing. I missed the one. Absolutely spewing. I missed it. I wish I went to it. The one where they did was like a walkthrough one in the old school or something.
Oh wow!
Do you
What
know
was that?
I just remember my mate Alex Thomas telling me about it. It was like,
Oh yeah.
Do you know Alex at all?
I know of him. Yeah.
He was
I never
telling
done a
me
show
about
with
it.
him.
And they
Yeah.
did one. You know where they built a new hospital?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
school
On the
or
bend
whatever?
there at
Yeah.
Bingham Road.
Yeah, on that bend they did like an interactive one where
Oh,
it walks
cool.
around. Obviously, it wasn't massive, like a lot of people there, but they did
Yeah.
like an interactive one where they walked
Yeah,
around
yeah.
from classroom to classroom.
That's cool. There's
I wish I went to that one.
They're cool. I went to one of those in New York, where you wear a mask, kind of thing, and it's like a Macbeth kind of thing. It's this big sort of like building, and the actors are there. They don't speak, but they just act and dance and like interpretive dance kind of thing. But you know what's going on because they sort of communicate through dance. But you're the shooter. You've got a mask on. You can walk up and you can like touch them and everything like that, and everything
that's
like that.
cool.
And you can like, it's actually an episode of Gossip Girl. They do it in
Oh,
Gossip
really?
Girl. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
They all wear masks and you can like sneak and open through
I
doors.
must have missed that episode.
Yeah.
You would have watched it religiously, bro.
It was
that's cool.
my brother put me into Gossip Girl actually. Nick, yeah, he was like, "You need to watch this, man." I was like, "Right." This is when they first came out, and then so you go upstairs and like you choose your own adventure, man. Like I went with then Amari and Britt,
true. So it's like,
and Amari's like, "We'll stick together, but she'd done it before, and so she was like, "Psych," and just like bailed straight away. And we're like, "Where do we go?
That's
What do we
cool,
do?"
man.
And then like they sort of like lead you around, and if you miss something, they do the same thing again, like every like 15 minutes kind of thing. So you can like if you miss what
if you come in halfway through.
Oh no! If you're watching this part over here, you could be downstairs. Something else is going on down there, and then like you just find your way there, and those actors will do it again, kind of thing. But that was like full man. There was like full nudity and like everything in that show. It was just like pretty full on. And at the end of it, the guy, you're all in this big room. This guy just fucking hangs himself. Like, and then you're like, right, yeah. And he's just swinging, and you're like, right. It's like almost like a the Last Supper kind of like table kind of thing, and he's just standing there and he's jumping, that was pretty full on. And then it's like, all right, out you go, and but yeah, you can wear masks and everything. Speak no evil or something like that.
Yep.
Yes, that was immersive. That was like pretty full on.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Proper interactive.
We could fucking go on about a bit of travel too. I reckon you've done a fair bit.
Yeah, I've done a fair bit.
New York, eh?
Yeah,
Well,
New York.
You reckon fucking? I've heard so many good things about New York.
Yeah, New York's insane. I'd live there in a second.
I loved
Yeah.
it too. I thought it was pretty cool.
Because it's like it's millions of people. There's different boroughs, and you can every time you go there, in one day you can go to like 2 different cities, kind of thing. It's just like
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Because I moved in
It's
with
a
this
lot
lad,
different.
and then like he just left me for like 10 months.
Yeah.
So like I lived there for like a month, and then he's like,
So, yeah.
me and Britt are gonna go for like
on
he's gone
travelling.
for like almost a year, eh?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then I
just
ended up
it.
moving before.
Yeah. So about
Yous were
7
gone
months.
for ages.
Yeah, we did America, did a cruise around the Caribbean. It's all the
Oh,
Caribbean
epic.
singers and dancers on the
nice.
cruise out of Miami.
Yep.
Did all that. Went to go to Turks and Caicos and see my cousin, but a hurricane, Maria, came and just like dusted her. So she packed up her life and left in like 24 hours back to Australia, her and her now husband. And then went up to New York, and Amari was living in New York in Brooklyn.
yeah.
And she was living there, and she'd already taken over her suburb.
course
It was
she
just
would have.
insane,
Everyone
man.
would have known her.
Everyone just loves my auntie, man. She's the most personable person I've ever met. Like, everyone just loves her. Meet her for like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
And just like people, like, having lunch outside on the sidewalk kind of thing. And she's having like, purple fluffy Crocs or something like that on, and like her fried chicken earrings or something like that. I don't even know. And then a person was walk past like, "Oh my God, I love your shoes." And then like within 5 minutes, they're exchanging Instagrams and photos. It's just like, what the hell?
just super charismatic.
Yeah, so she was a great lead. So she took us to all these like really cool things in the Lower East Side, because she's a bit of a she runs the NAFA thing in Townsville.
Oh yeah.
So
true.
she's she has lots of contacts in that creative sort of space. So she knows a lot of like the cabaret performers in New York, and she's been fringe festivals all over in the world. So she was based in New York, so we could hang out with her. I've been there for an end of a Bucks party. I've been there. My mate Glennie was living in Boston at the time, and he came down to New York, and so we had a good time in New York when just the boys were
Got
there.
rowdy, yeah.
And then been there with Britt as well. And then New York, we went to Jordan straight after that.
yeah.
Yeah, Jordan.
That's random, man.
Yeah, it was good because Britt's got a thing about Indiana Jones and stuff like
Oh,
that.
oh,
So we went
really?
to like Petra.
Yeah.
And, like that's
Petra would be pretty epic. I would always wanted to go there, man.
It's breathtaking.
Yep.
Like when someone says, "Oh, it's a breathtaking," I literally
How
physically
do they-
had my breath
True.
How did they
taken.
dig that out of the side of a cliff? You know,
Yeah, it's
like-
just nuts, and it
Yeah.
goes for like 20 k's. And so you do
Really?
the whole thing down at the Treasury. Yeah, it's awesome. The Dead Sea, awesome. Wadi Rum deserts, awesome. It's just like a big party, like disco out in the desert. It's just that's awesome.
Where's that one?
It's just in
Israel?
Jordan. No,
In
no,
Jordan
it's
as
in
well?
Jordan, in Jordan as well.
Ah.
These are all three places in Jordan. So
Yeah.
that was epic. And then obviously went through Spain. I got family over there, and it's great having a base.
We've spoken about that. When you know someone in a country, it makes your experiences.
Oh,
10
the
times
best
better.
one was we went to Zimbabwe in like, oh God, Dave Williams played for the
Yeah.
Fury back
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
day, NQ Fury,
Well,
the
yeah.
soccer team, and Madeline, his wife. He was playing pro football over there, so we went and stayed with them for a couple of days. Hungary, that's where they were.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and they took us to Budapest as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, Budapest. Did you go to them spas?
Yes,
In
we did
Budapest?
go to
They're
the
sick,
spas
eh?
in Budapest. It was so cold when we were there, but it was just all heated, like
yeah.
heated
Yeah,
pools and
love
everything
that,
like that.
yeah.
But it was just an absolute, COVID. When COVID first happened, I was like, oh God, imagine how much would spread in that place.
Yeah, true.
Them underground bars and shit they
Yeah.
have there are sick too.
Yeah,
eh?
they're epic. Everything's so like I just love this.
We did like
the
a
history.
boat cruise down the thing because I didn't know that like one side's called Buddha and one's Pest.
Budapest, yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't know
that's
much. I've never been
why
there
it's
either.
called
Budapest, yeah,
Buddha.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we did this like fucking just a party boat
Yeah.
up and back.
How good's the
in
Parliament
night.
House? That's what we want.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
jeez,
big
like,
golden
really?
building at
Jeez.
night time. Like
Oh,
their
I've seen
Parliament
photos of
House.
it.
It's
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Looks
Just
insane.
nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. Cruised through there, Spain, and then after that we made our way eventually to Finland. Where went to the Northern Lights there. And we stayed in those glass
nice.
igloos.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
Oh,
did
that
that.
looks
and
sick,
yeah, we
true.
did that. Did like went to Santa's Village. We did
Love
the
that and
Huskies
shit,
and everything
yeah.
like that.
Yep.
It was good. Yeah, that was epic. And then went to Norway because Britt has a friend lives in Norway, so we stay with them for like Christmas and New Year and everything like
Oh, so
that.
you were
People
there when it
everywhere.
was snowing and everything.
Yeah,
too?
so we had a white Christmas, and that
That's
place
cool.
is nuts because it's like New Year's Eve. They just like fireworks are illegal for one day, and they just bring out these like shipping containers, and everyone just grabs these fireworks and just lights them off in the street,
Really?
Yeah, big party New Year's Eve, and it's like 360 degrees everywhere you look. There's fireworks,
fireworks
going
going
off. That was the coolest firework
That
thing
is
I've
pretty
ever had.
cool.
Yeah, and then after we did a whole winter there, next day, New Year's Day, we flew to Mexico.
True. From
One extreme to
from
the other.
snow to bloody
Yeah,
beaches.
it was minus 20 to beautiful Isla Mujeres, and it was just like I had to pack all up in winter gear and send it all home, and then it was just living in singlets and boardies and stuff like that. And yeah, Mexico is great. Love Mexico. Down through Guatemala. Guatemala's so top 3. Jordan,
Really?
Finland, Guatemala.
True.
Yeah, Guatemala.
Whereabouts in Guatemala did you go?
We went to
Antigua?
Antigua. Yeah.
Did you climb up the
Guatemala
volcano?
City. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, it's
did that
epic, eh?
thing. We
Get to see lava and shit.
yeah, we saw the full
I'll poke
explosion.
lava with a stick.
Yeah, I didn't get that close. Didn't get that close. We sat in
Oh, you seen an
the
explosion? True.
We saw the explosion. Yeah, we set up the cameras. And it was
That's
pretty
cool.
scary because you're sleeping in a tent and you see the rumbles and there's explosion. And you're like, oh, that's a exploding volcano. And you're like,
It's a
Some of the
cool
American
city
guys.
too, like because it's so old and
yeah,
European.
yeah,
like.
it's so funny. There's a Macca's there, but it's like this old school building. It just sits like there's no.
They gotta fit. They gotta fit the heritage.
Yeah, it feels like, yeah, it's like fit the facade has to match
Yeah,
the
yeah.
area kind of thing. But yeah, that was awesome. And then went down to Nicaragua. We did some
Did you do-
volcano
did you
boarding.
do the
down
volcano
there.
boarding? Yeah.
Did that, and when we were in that town, we met a guy named Chris, and he was
Forgot
like a
about that.
professional backpacker. Oh, not backpacker, hitchhiker.
Yeah,
He
right.
Professional. You can be
Professional.
professional at it.
What the?
Oh yeah, it's mostly he got paid. Like that's why he survived. It's like we met him. He was 2 years into his trip, and he started it in like north of Canada.
Yeah.
and like made his way down
funny.
the west coast of Canada,
Oh, right.
and
I found
down
him-
through America into Mexico.
That's cool.
Learn how to speak Spanish, and then like people just hear his story, and people just give him shit. Have a
I found
drone.
Central America was good for that. I met a few interesting people who were doing either from the bottom up
Yeah.
Patagonia or from
Yeah.
Alaska down.
Yeah.
I met a few people that were doing that whole trip.
Yeah, well,
So
he
it's
was one
interesting
of
as,
them.
yeah.
He never paid for any transport.
Yeah, that's,
Talking like
that's
boats,
ballsy too.
planes,
That must be like
Over a long
trains.
time.
He met a pilot at a bar. The good pilot's like, yeah, man, just jump on my plane and just film.
That's so cool.
People just-
the
yeah.
people you meet, eh?
People and people
that
just,
volcano boarding's pretty fucking gnarly too, eh?
Oh, dude, it's
we picked
insane.
up so much speed coming down there.
Yeah, I'll show you a
Yeah.
video. I got one video.
You-
Interesting.
Literally
Yeah,
sooting. I think I got a video too. Hey, on my GoPro. I should go through all this
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
it's nuts.
We
You can easily hurt
we
yourself.
don't talk about a whole heap of travel stuff.
We did in our
sometimes,
first
though,
two
but
episodes,
but
like, first
we
few.
might have to go back and
back
just
to it.
do just some
Yeah.
travel chat. Eh? That would be another full
Trying to remember what I
podcast
stayed at.
there. I
The
reckon.
Bigfoot Hostel. You didn't
Oh,
stay there by any chance?
I don't know.
In Leon,
Can't even remember.
Nicaragua?
Leon, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
man. I
remember you had to do a shot. They give you this drink that has all this spicy stuff in it. Once you shot it, they give you a shirt. Then you get a little deadly shirt. Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Look, no, Nicaragua was beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you go to the place I thought was one of the most beautiful places in all those Central American countries? Forget what it's called. I had Ometepe?
Ometepe. Nah.
It is a
don't
big.
think so.
It's pretty impressive. I remember my mate telling me about it when I was living in Canada. He's like, "You got to go here if you go to Nicaragua." I'm pretty sure it was Nicaragua, and he showed me on Google Maps, and I was spun out. It is a big lake within Nicaragua, and then in the middle of that,
Oh,
lake,
yeah, we did do that.
there's the two volcano
Yeah,
islands.
yeah. We did do that.
So there's a massive lake, and in the middle of the lake, there's an island in the figures. Like if you look at a bird's eye view, it's like the shape of an 8,
Yeah.
and it has a volcano, and then a volcano and a bit of land between them.
Yeah.
So you're on an island within a lake that has two volcanoes on it.
Yeah, did that.
It
yeah.
was insane, bro.
Took
Yeah.
the boat out for that one. Yeah, we did that one.
Well, we got in a
There's
real.
there's a good waterfall.
We got in a real sticky situation. We were hiking up the big volcano.
Yeah.
And we paid a tour guide. I think it was like me, my American mate. It was funny. There's this American dude, no shirt on, like thought he's a mad dog.
Mm-hmm.
These two Dutch girls, and then the American dude was with like a girl from Estonia. And we hiked up, and the first hike you're going through forests and everything. And there's a Dutch guy with us too. The first sort of trail you go on, there's all like sort of forest and everything. Then you get to the part that's just rock, and you're climbing up that. And the tour guide, when we got to the end, was like, "We're making it really, really late. You guys just need to go ahead," because the two Dutch girls were really slow.
Yeah.
So we got to the top. I was actually kind of leading the way, me and the American fella, and we got to a part that was just a big drop off. And we're like, "Fuck!" So we needed to backtrack all this way down, and go up. We made it to the top eventually. Looking in, it was cool as we waited for them to get there, and then when we go down, the tour guide was like, "Just go ahead, you guys. I'm staying with these two Dutch girls." So we had to go ahead. By the time we got to the tree line, it was dark.
Yeah.
And there was monkeys swinging around. You know them howler
yeah,
monkeys?
yeah, they sound like-
They make that. I don't even know. Yeah, it was fucking. It was funny, but I was trolling. I remember the Dutch dude walking in front of me, and I pulled his hat off. I just kept trolling him, being a silly bugger. But we got to the bottom. It was a full moon, and we were basically just following the moon, like the moonlight trail. We got back to the little village at like midnight.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. It was late, and the Dutch people weren't there yet. And we were like,
Shit.
so we went and seen the dude, the little tour guide where we met him. We went and seen the fella who was still like, it must have been his dad or something. My mate was trying to speak Spanish to him and tell him, the tour guide and the Dutch girls are still up there. And the old dude was like, just didn't give a fuck.
They'll figure it out.
They got back at like 4 a.m.
Fuck.
Literally, they were hiking all day and all night because they were just real. And the next day we're talking, and they're like, they were just cracking it. And at the same time, me and the American dude were like, yeah. You were pretty like you probably should have been advised not to do that.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say about the American dude, he had his shirt off when we started, like real mad dog. When we were coming down, he was peeking, like he was like half like peeking out. I was like, this big make out. Like, there's always one American with shirt off in here.
It always is. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
What if we, like I said, we could fucking do a whole
We could talk
podcast just
traveling
on travel, I reckon.
non-stop.
But,
Sorry to hijack it.
Yeah, we don't want to take up too much of your time. What if we get into quick
questions.
guest questions? Who's your favourite ever athlete?
Ever athlete, I was a massive fan of Darren Lockyer growing up. He was, he was probably my favourite to watch and everything like that. Yeah, I really like Darren.
He's the man.
But then I also really liked Vince Carter as well.
We've spoken.
Vince
Yeah.
Carter when he did the slam dunk competition wearing those
dunk,
M1s.
yeah.
I was like,
360 through
oh
the
my
legs.
God, that was just like,
Powerful.
very powerful. So I loved Vince and I loved, Darren was Lockyer, yeah.
If you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Dip. Chips and dip. This
chips
fella
and-
has the best dip recipe you'll ever eat. Honestly,
Fuck yeah.
best
deal.
dip recipe you'll ever eat in your life.
It works
Fuck
well.
yeah.
It's full of ingredients I would never like eat as a kid growing up. So like, spring onions and capsicum and stuff like that. But together collectively, it's just like
Love a good dip.
It evens itself out really well. But so I'm a one-trick pony. That's all I can make, really. But I take it everywhere.
Fuck
just
yeah.
make it up and then take it. Everyone gets smashed every time. That's good. Man, I'm a big fan of Mexican, to be honest. Like I could eat a burrito every day easily.
I reckon too.
Fuck, Mexican's probably one of my favorites too.
Probably could, yeah. But like, like when we were traveling, I had a burger. Everywhere we went, I had a burger in every place. And one of the best one I had was in Mexico, and that was like an onion burger. And I was just like,
Really?
oh god, there's a beef patty on it and stuff like that. But it's just like beef patty, onion, and I just saw him put these onions on. I'm like, that's way too much onion. Like, well, who's eating this? And I was like, I need more onion. But
Really?
I was
Did
like,
it actually turn out good?
God,
Whereabouts
this
was that?
Sweet
In Mexico?
It was in the back. We just got back from Cuba. And it was like Playa del Carmen. Yeah, it was Playa del Carmen.
That's
It was
a
just
little
like
party spot,
very
before.
westernized.
Well, how was Cuba? Cuba would have been sick. I wish
Cuba
I
was
went once,
it was good, very eye opening. It was we had a cooler tour with that one. Yeah, just the history in that place is insane, but it's obviously
their government. And
yeah, the
shit,
government's
pretty
Che and all
full, eh?
that
So
stuff.
back in the day, that's how they, like when people were poor and they couldn't eat back in Hamburg, that's how they'd make their meat patties.
Or just onion.
Only because it spread the meat out
Yeah.
further.
Like fluff it out a bit. Yeah,
This
true.
is yeah,
That's how the original burger was made, with lots of onion.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
beef patty, like I would say
man,
6
yeah,
onions,
and
like
then they
spiced up on. And I was
squash
like,
it
give me
down.
more.
Yeah.
It was the best burger I think about every day.
Jay.
Speak about burgers.
Whenever someone asks
Speak
me.
about burgers, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
What's the most awkward or shittest situation you've been in?
Oh, geez, I don't know. So many. I'm the most awkward person in the world.
You never like accidentally farted on stage?
Oh, imagine
Yeah,
that.
no, I side note.
Shit yourself?
Oh, yeah, but that's a question I ask people. When was the last time you shit yourself? You know, people respond well to like they have stories like of recent sort of. It's actually pretty common.
Especially when people are drinking.
Yeah, drinking and stuff like that. No, but I've done. Oh, geez, there's too many. I can't even isolate an embarrassing moment. I sort of just pretty stoked. Just whatever the next one, but.
Tuck it up for
Tuck it
Priscilla.
up. For Priscilla, you know, those outfits were pretty, that's when you get a bit embarrassed, I guess, when you have to wear
When
that.
you're used to it, probably not much phases you but when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, I sort of forget about it. Give myself, one of the things I have with like, you know, coping with things is that 72-hour rule, you know, just 72 hours, you'll think of something different, you know, get over it pretty quick.
This too shall
Give
pass,
yourself
sort of
72
mentality,
hours, you
yeah.
can worry about it for 72 hours, and then after that, just gone.
True.
Yeah, that's one of my coping things. With like work and stuff,
Yep.
like if I fuck up at work or something like that, or I miss something or I make a mistake, then I just give myself 72 hours.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, this will pass. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think if it's embarrassing, I don't want to divulge that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like, who
yeah,
else does?
What are any hidden talents that not many people know about you? Little sneaky ones.
Hidden talent, I can get like a can or something. I can like a can opener, the lid around it kind of thing. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that is a hidden talent.
Yeah,
Fuck,
in
that's
grade
a
8,
bar
one of the
trick.
boarders at grammar school
Oh, that picks
used to
me
do
out.
it. He used to go, and I was like, oh, fuck, how good is that? And then I tried and just did it, and then I only do it.
What do you use your little
Oh.
canine to?
Yeah, that one there.
That peaks me out. Think
That
about
one,
that.
that one punctures because he's going all the way
yeah.
around. Yeah.
Fuck that.
And then that's probably about it.
What's something then? The next question. What's something you're not good at?
Not good at. I'd like to be more motivated in life, I think.
Fuck, it sounds like you're doing heaps of
sound
things.
like
That's
Yeah,
right.
don't
Yeah, but
be
it's
so
sort of
harsh
like,
on yourself.
just like, be more active and, just want to do more, I guess. That's going to not only just benefit me, but like the people around me, I
Yep.
guess. And, like my wife, like she just went to China like a few weeks ago. She's looking at factories. She's doing this. Like, she's very driven and stuff like that, has a drive and has a discipline to go and do stuff. And it's motivating to see that, you can put more on your plate kind of thing.
Get more out of life.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. Just want to be a good father, I guess, as well.
Yeah, that's the
That's all
biggest,
that matters,
that's the
eh?
biggest goal
Yeah,
in
That's the
life.
number one.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
about it. Don't embarrass. I'll clearly embarrass her for sure. But make her proud, I guess. Future. Yeah.
What's your favorite album or artist?
Album or artist? That's a good one. The one that I resonate the most with is Tenacious D's self-titled album, Tenacious D.
That's a good choice.
That was, I think, when that came out, and the stage of my life, being a young fella, and just the content of that
that's
album, just really resonated with me. I could listen to that start to finish easily any day.
Sometimes you gotta make some love.
Fucking give some
smooches too.
Yeah,
I love that album.
Yeah, Double Team is a great song as well. Kielbasa. Yeah, it's Tribute. When Tribute came out, that song
Still
was
one of the
just-
best all-time sing-along songs.
Yeah, it is too. It's like everyone loves it. The film clip's
Yep,
great.
everyone knows the words.
Yeah, it's good. So that album was probably stuck with me the most.
The
in my
film
life.
clip is so good.
Yeah, film clip's great too. It's
Yeah, but like he's another one. Every time you hear him in a voice, like when he's playing a character,
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
comic
you
book,
know it's
you know straight
yeah,
up.
Jack Black.
He's one of my all-time favorite people ever.
Same.
He'd be
Same.
if I could pick like top 3 people to get on the podcast, he'd probably be number 1.
Yeah, really.
He'd be in the top 3 for sure. People I would love to talk to. He's
I just love he
the
just
best.
rocks the casual clothes too. Doesn't give
That's
a
such a good
fuck,
answer.
man.
I was not expecting
That's
that
probably one of the
answer.
better
That is
albums.
awesome.
Yeah, we've heard actually.
Yeah, and that's one. Yeah, my mum bought me that album as well. And like the cover album is like him and Kyle Gass naked with like guitars just over their junk and fucking Satan in the background with like chains around their neck. And I was like, I want this album, Mum. And she's like,
Random choice.
righto.
We would have been young too.
Yeah, young. So what's that? I was in grade 8. It's
Yeah.
like 2001. I think it's a 2000 release. Yeah, so it's like that. It was a while ago, but yeah, no, I could literally start to finish that album for sure.
What's your favorite motto or quote of all time? Something to live by.
Oh, geez, that's a hard one. I thought about quotes and stuff all the time. Everything happens for a reason. And I like the, the best ingredient is hunger as well. I like that for cooking. But just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really a big believer just like, everything happens for a reason, but there's no real quotes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just a mantra.
Just
yeah.
a mantra, I
Yeah.
guess.
Fate.
Just the vibe.
Fate and destiny. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a good mentality to come across because it can give you a peace of mind when things are stressed.
Yeah,
You
big
know?
time stuff to learn.
Yep.
That's a good one. You don't lose, you learn. I like that one as well.
Yeah, true.
That's so true too.
Pick
You
yourself
lose,
back
you
up.
learn. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like
When times are down, yeah.
times down, like you
No.
say, make a mistake and you learn from that, or even on stage
Take a
or on the
lesson.
footy
Yeah,
field like that.
exactly. Yep.
I still remember like clearly just like stuff in my head from like playing footy where I've like made a mistake. I should have done that, and then like that situation's arised again.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It goes back in. Then the play works out, like clearing out. Just because I played in the wing, I wasn't much of a footy player to be honest. I just like kicking goals. That was pretty much all I played footy for.
Yep.
And then I remember one guy was getting tackled and he had no support. And I remember just thinking I should be over there clearing out, and I didn't. And then we turned the ball over. And then from that on, just like, oh, that guy did just run over and just do it. Just learn from.
Well,
the
sometimes
mistake.
that's the best way to learn is
Yeah.
when you have like an incident or something
Yeah.
wrong happens. That's
Yeah.
sometimes the best way to learn things.
Yeah, big
Because
time.
you know you'll never do it again.
Yeah, especially with my job at the moment as well. It's sort of just like, oh, I forgot this key instrument, or like this key
that's-
product,
Sounds
or
pretty
I
cool.
forgot this step, and now, something's happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's stressful, but yeah, you learn from it, and you don't forget, and you make sure it's there the next time.
Yeah, that's a good lesson to have.
Yeah.
Now, thanks
Thanks
for
for
coming
coming
in,
on,
man. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to the show.
yeah,
We'll
So-
be there on the sing along
What were
night.
the dates? Was it?
yeah. March 19th through to the 28th. So yeah, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows on Saturday and a Sunday. Then we'll have a bit of a break, and then we'll jump back on that Thursday, Friday, then 2 shows on the
Sounds
Saturday,
off
the
Civic
28th.
Theatre. That's where you get the tickets?
You can buy it at the Civic Theatre, you can buy them online. You just type in Rocky Horror Townsville and book now, and you can pick your seats.
Get them
and everything
online
like
because
that.
there's
and
not
get 'em
many
'cause
left.
It'll sell out. Like that's
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't know if it was Mamma Mia. Me and the missus wanted to go to another show
Yeah,
recently.
sold out. Yeah,
You got to be quick.
yeah, classic Townsville.
Honestly, you reckon they'd ever do any shows at the entertainment centre?
They did
seating.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ
that's
Superstar
what we
there. They
saw.
did,
They did that
they did
there.
Shrek,
Shrek
there.
was there, yeah.
But it's logistically a lot harder to do, like just to
With stage
Set
setup?
up.
just the
wise and
stage
stuff,
setups
yeah.
and like the mics and everything like that.
Okay.
So you can use the mics at the theater. Like they got mics there.
Yep.
They don't really have like headsets, so you have to like bring your own and then like getting levels
Yeah,
and stuff
okay,
right,
it's a bit
and
more
then putting
work.
the band somewhere. And because the area's
They
like
were off to the
bigger-
side, eh?
Yeah.
Remember you could see the band in
Yeah.
Shrek and that?
Yeah, I didn't see Shrek actually. Yeah, but it's just harder to, it's live theatre. You want to be able to like, have a smaller sort of theatre. You can see expressions and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And,
yeah, true.
really
A bit more
feel it.
intimate, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a bit more
definitely.
intimate like that. The Civic Theatre is good. There's not really a bad seat in the house because like if you do go online, if you do, you can pick your seats.
Yeah.
Even though the ones at the front are all sort of taken, the ones at the back will be available, but there's not a bad seat in that
In the whole
arena.
thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's about 1,000 seats. So,
Yep.
yeah,
We're
that's
there.
good. Yeah,
No,
So
thanks
Be
for
there.
coming on, brother.
To finish off, sell us the show.
To sell us the show. Oh God. All the music, it is a rock and roll based show, so it's not like your typical sort of like ballads and stuff like that. It is a rock and roll show. It's like stuff you can tap your feet to, dance, clap along, and everything. And you can sing along to it as well. the characters are insane, quite a sight to see, and they'll really pretty much shock you. They're all wild, and then some of the content is also,
Risque
as well. Risque. Like we have a big, like I said, sort of like a big orgy scene at the end, and there's a couple of big make-out scenes sort of thing as well, with characters as well. But it's definitely fluid, if you know what I mean.
It's going to be a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and we hope to see you
Let's
all
get
there.
amongst it.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Yeah, well,
See you on the next one. Peace out.